Welcome to the deep dive. Ever been in a car, maybe driving, maybe riding shotgun, and you're just not sure how to say something,
Yeah.
like giving directions, or maybe pointing out you missed a turn, or that tricky one, asking someone to maybe slow down a bit.
Right. Without making things awkward.
Exactly. It happens all the time, but the way people talk in cars, it can be fast, casual, and honestly pretty nuanced.
It really can. And that's what we're digging into today. We're looking at excerpts from English on the Road, driver and passenger dialogues.
Okay.
And our mission isn't just about, listing phrases. It's about getting why certain things work, why they sound natural, polite, and help keep things smooth.
So not textbook English, but how people actually talk on the road.
Precisely. Real-life communication.
And why focus just on cars? Why does this specific language matter?
Well, think about how often it comes up. Grabbing a ride with a friend, taking a taxi, jumping in a rideshare. These are super common. And yeah, you need to be clear, turn left. But it's also about the interaction, isn't it? Keeping it friendly, polite, that's key.
Right. Avoiding that tension.
Exactly. So we'll sort of slow down those quick exchanges, look at the subtle stuff, so you can handle these moments easily.
Okay, let's do it. Where do we start? Key phrases.
Let's start with giving directions. Seems simple, but there's a polite way and maybe a less polite way.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like you're barking orders, especially at a friend or even a taxi driver. So what's a good, natural way?
Well, a really good one is, can you take the next left?
Can you? Okay. Why does that work so well?
It's about being indirect, which English speakers often prefer for requests. Instead of just turn left, which is very direct, almost a command using can softens it right down.
Ah, I see. It's like asking if they are able to, even though you expect them to.
Exactly. It kind of gives them a sense of, well, agency, even if the expectation is clear. The source actually gives good examples like, can you take the next left after the gas station? Or even if you've gone past it. Oh, you missed the turn. No worries. Just take the next left. It keeps that collaborative, polite feel. Good for pretty much any situation.
That makes sense. Subtle, but yeah, definitely feels different. Okay, so that's giving directions politely. What about if you're the passenger and, uh-oh, you think the driver missed the turn? How do you say that without sounding like you're blaming them?
Ah, yes, the classic passenger dilemma. A great phrase here is, sorry, I think we missed the turn.
I think we missed.
Yes. That word think is doing a lot of work there. It's not really about being unsure.
Right.
It's what linguists call a hedging device. It just softens the statement, makes it less direct, less accusatory.
So you're not saying you went the wrong way.
Exactly not. You're focusing on the situation, not the person. It keeps things collaborative, like, sorry, I think we missed the turn back there. Or maybe, wasn't that our street? I think we missed the turn.
That feels much gentler.
And the source even mentions you can lighten the tone even more, like just an, oops, I think we missed it. They can really take any potential tension out of it immediately.
Oops. Yeah, I can see that working. I actually had that happen in a rideshare once. Driver took a wrong turn and I just kind of froze. Wish I'd had oops ready.
Yeah, it's a good one to have in your back pocket.
Okay, so we've got directions, handling missed turns. What about asking someone to change how they're driving? Like speed, that feels personal.
It definitely can be. It's a tricky one. This is where a phrase like, do you mind slowing down a bit, is incredibly useful.
Do you mind? Okay, why is that phrasing so effective?
Again, it's indirectness. You're not saying you're driving too fast, which is a direct accusation and can sound critical.
Right.
Instead, you're asking about their mind, their willingness. Do you mind? It frames it as a soft, polite question, not a demand. It's designed to be much less confrontational.
Okay, that makes sense. It puts the focus on their feeling about it, sort of.
Exactly. The source gives examples like, hey, do you mind slowing down a bit? I get nervous on highways. Adding that, reason can help too.
Oh, right. Giving context.
Or, could you slow down just a little? I'm not used to this road. But crucially, and this is so important here,
What's that?
your tone of voice is everything. Saying, do you mind slowing down a bit? Kindly is completely different from saying it through gritted teeth,
Oh, absolutely. The how is just as important as the what.
Maybe even more so in this case. A gentle delivery makes it a polite request. A tense delivery makes it sound like a complaint.
Yeah, you could say the exact same words and get totally different reactions based on tone.
Okay.
Okay, this is really practical. Let's maybe see it in action, like in a real dialogue.
Perfect idea. Let's break down a quick chat between two friends, Jake driving, Lena as the passenger. We can see how these phrases sound in context.
Great. So how does it start?
Lena kicks it off. She says, "Hey, Jake, I think we missed the turn. Weren't we supposed to go right at Main Street?"
Ah, straight in with the, I think we missed the turn, using that hedge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right away, she's flagging the issue gently. No blame, just, I think this might have happened. It invites him to check or confirm.
And how does Jake respond? Does he get defensive?
Not at all. He says, "Oh, shoot, you're right. I'll just take the next left and circle back."
Circle back. That's a useful phrase. Just means go around and get back on track.
Yep, exactly. Go around the block, essentially, to get back to where you needed to be. It's super common, very natural response. Shows he accepts it. No big deal.
Okay, cool. What happens next?
Well, Lena then has another request. She says, "No worries. And, do you mind slowing down a bit? These hills make me nervous."
There it is. Do you mind slowing down a bit? And she adds the reason the hills make her nervous.
Perfect example. Clear request, but framed so gently. She's stating her feeling, not criticizing his skill.
And Jake's reaction.
Totally positive. He says, "Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, I get a little carried away on empty roads."
Carried away, like he got too into the driving, a bit overenthusiastic.
Yeah, exactly. He acknowledges it, apologizes lightly, and agrees. It shows how that polite phrasing just keeps the whole interaction relaxed and friendly, even when correcting course or making a potentially sensitive request.
It really highlights how these small language choices preserve the good vibes in the car, doesn't it?
It really does. It's all about maintaining that social harmony, especially in a small shared space.
Okay, this is great. So let's maybe try to level up our vocabulary a bit. Take some basic phrases and make them sound more, native-like and smooth.
Good idea. Fluency builders. Let's start with directions again. Basic might be, turn left here.
Right. A bit blunt. How can we upgrade that?
You could say, "Can you take a left up ahead?" That up ahead sounds natural. Or frame it as a shared action. We're turning left at the next light.
Ah, returning makes it sound like a plan you're both in on. I like that.
Exactly. More collaborative.
Okay, what about speed?
Yeah.
Basic. You're driving too fast. We know that's probably not the best way.
Definitely not ideal. Better options. "Hey, could you slow down a little?" That's polite and direct enough.
More.
Or maybe a bit more informal, especially with someone you know well. "Mind easing off the gas a bit?"
Easing off the gas. That's idiomatic, right? Just means slow down.
Yep. "Reduce speed gently." Sounds very natural.
Cool. And missed turns? Instead of the blunt, "you missed the turn."
Use that hedge. "Oh, I think we missed it." Or you could try a question form like, "Wasn't that our street?"
That feels less like stating a fact and more like checking. Again, softer.
Precisely. The underlying message changes quite a bit with these small shifts.
And it circles back again to how you say it, doesn't it? The intonation.
Absolutely crucial. We keep coming back to it because it matters so much. Even if they can't see you, if you sound friendly, relaxed, maybe even smile while you speak, it comes across.
Yeah, that smile in your voice thing is real. It can make even a slightly awkward request feel totally fine.
Totally. And what if you're the passenger and you're genuinely not sure about the route? Any good phrases for that?
Good question. Like, you don't want to give wrong directions, but you want to be helpful.
Exactly. Instead of guessing, you can ask things that invite the driver's input, like, "Is it okay if we take this exit?" Or, "Should I be looking out for the next turn?"
Ah, so you're offering help, but also checking if it's the right thing? That's smart. Collaborative again.
It is. It makes you an active participant without taking over completely.
Okay, and we have a couple of quick tips too, right? One for the driver, one for the passengers.
See, for the driver, a really common and helpful thing to say, especially if they don't know the way well, is, "Let me know if I need to turn somewhere."
Puts the ball in the passenger's court, shows you're ready for guidance.
Exactly. And the passenger can respond effectively with something like, "Okay, I'll give you a heads up when we get close."
A heads up. That just means a warning or a signal in advance, right?
That's it. I'll tell you just before we need to turn. It's reassuring for the driver.
Yeah.
Shows you're paying attention and will help them out.
Perfect. Okay, this has been really insightful. So let's wrap up this deep dive. We've really looked under the hood, so to speak, at car conversations. Not just phrases, but the why behind them. How to sound natural, be polite, handle those slightly tricky moments, whether you're driving or just along for the ride.
Yeah, it's about more than just words. It's about managing the interaction, keeping things smooth and friendly, understanding those subtle social rules of the road.
So to make this stick, you need to practice, right?
Absolutely. Knowledge is great, but applying it is key. So maybe a few practical tips for you.
Okay.
First, next time you're driving, even alone, Try giving directions out loud. Use those softer forms. Okay, I'll take the next right, or can I merge here? Just get used to the sound.
Good one. What else?
Second, practice the polite requests, maybe in front of a mirror or just saying them aloud. Focus on that tone. Say, can you slow down just a bit, and really try to make it sound gentle and kind. Hear the difference yourself.
Right, feeling how the tone changes it. And a third tip.
Yeah, watch TV shows or movies. Find scenes where people are driving and talking, but don't just watch, listen. How do they give directions? How do they handle disagreements or requests in the car? What strategies are they using?
That's a great way to see it in natural context.
Definitely. And that leads to sort of a final thought, something for you to mull over.
Okay.
Next time you're in a car, pay attention to how people talk, even in your native language. What little things do people do? Do they use softeners? Indirect requests? What subtle cues make the conversation flow? Or sometimes make it awkward?
Noticing the patterns in my own language first.
Exactly. Notice those things you probably take for granted. Then the challenge is, how would you express those same ideas, those same nuances, those same intentions in English? Thinking about that connection can really deepen your understanding and help you apply all this much more personally. You might be surprised what you discover.